Alright, I am back again, and this will be one of the shorter videos I do. I know I say that every single time, and then I wind up rattling on a whole lot longer than I ever intended to. Pretty much anyone who watches would know by now that Scott Adams, creator of Dilbert, passed away today as a result of his cancer. Now, it's been a while since I brought him up on YouTube. Maybe the Rumble, I don't know if this will carry over or not, but I've always been a fan of his. Really, when I got into his work was after I started working in an office. And as strange as it will sound, once I got into the working into an office, I really struggled. Going from your more blue-collar farm construction type work to being in an office, I really kind of struggled with that. And Dilbert really helped me to, as much as it was satire, it made stuff make sense a whole lot better. So really and truthfully, I pretty much owe my career to him, as strange as that may sound. And I wouldn't say he was the smartest person in the room, but you could tell that his IQ was definitely up there. And he would almost toy with you. If you ever get the chance, hopefully they don't take his YouTube channel down and all that stuff, but if you ever get the chance, go on to Scott Adams Says and watch some of his streams, preferably back prior to probably about October 2025. I guess that's when he really started to nosedive with his health. But he would talk a lot in hyperbole, and he would talk in a way so you would think he meant one thing with what he was saying, but the more you would think about it, you'd be like, maybe that's not what he's really saying after all. He was really good at that, and it made it very, at least for me, I found I had to pretty much devote my entire time to listening to what he said and how he said it. I couldn't just, he was not the type of person I could just throw a live stream on and listen to it in the background. No, I actually had to pay attention to it. It's like his infamous 2023 racist rant. If you listen to it on the nose, yeah, you would think that. But when you actually pay attention to what he's saying the bigger picture that he was saying was, hey, don't surround yourself around people that don't like you. And the whole purpose of that was a poll that said that a large portion of black people don't like white people. And there was some civil unrest at the time, whatnot. And he said, look, if you have the ability, don't go around people that don't like you. Move away from them. And that kind of makes sense, at least to me, and my semi-autistic self. But so many people took it out of context. And, it's always funny how a lot of the people the people that made the decision to cancel him were all white people who moved into private communities that were comprised of white people. So they did what he said to do. I just find that humorous. But, yeah, at the end of the day, did I agree with everything he said? No. Do I agree with a lot of his political stances? No. But do I think he had more contributions to society than we realize? Yes. And I want to, I hope his legacy does carry on. I hope there's an outlet to see all of his comics, even the Dilbert Reborn. I hope there's an avenue to continue buying his books. And hopefully he's had one last book in him that will come out posthumously. I don't know. Because there's been a lot of people that said that his books have helped them, and maybe I need to actually buy copies and read them for myself to see what can be gleaned from them. But yeah, I hate to hear him go. I know he personally had an impact on my life because, like I said, as I mentioned, I would not have the career that I have now without him. Anyways, let me know what you think. Later.